One team has punched their ticket to the LCS with 3 to go. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are back to talk some Major League Baseball playoffs, baby. That's right. Congratulations to the Texas Rangers. They are now 5-0 in the playoffs and have punched their ticket to the American League Championship Series. That offense is freaking special, and the pitching has really stepped up. Baseball is brutal, guys. As you can tell, as an Orioles fan, player, coach, you have the best record in the American League. You can't wait. You're talking World Series already, and you don't win one freaking playoff game. It happens. But I'm a Mariner fan, so I understand the misery even more. Trust me. But the future is very bright in Baltimore. But good season, just a rough way to end there for the youngsters. Another 1-1 split again today. We had a no sweat winner and a no sweat loss. I mean, if you were just a few minutes late to watching that Twins game, it was already over. Freaking Sonny Gray, unbelievable. Playoff baseball is insane, especially in the first inning, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But we're going to keep grinding. We're going to get that sweep at some point. In this video, we got the good hitter matchups. We got the pitcher report. And then we finish it off with 3 best bets this time with a nice little plus money two-leg parlay. Hopefully we can get a nice winner, a nice 3-0 sweep. So before we dive in, hit that like button for us, please, guys. Just all you got to do is tap it. That's all we ask. Put in all this work, you tap the like button, and all of a sudden our channel grows more and more every day. Thank you for all the comments every day. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as we chase our first 7,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone. Let's get into it, and it starts with the bets recap. All right, we talked a little bit about these already, but the Twins minus a half run in the first 5 innings. Sonny Gray gives up 4 runs in the top of the first. This is a guy who gives up 1 earned run or less in like almost every start for the last couple months, and he gives up 4 in the top of the first, and we had no chance. The Twins' offense also sucked, and you see a lot of that happening in the Major League Baseball playoffs. When one team just absolutely starts out on fire, the offense just dies down. It's just kind of weird, but that's what it is. That was a terrible loss, terrible read. Second one was the exact opposite. A no sweat winner. Rangers team total over 4.5. They had 6 runs, I believe, after 2 innings. I mean, that was just beautiful. Thank you, Adolis Garcia and all those boys. Another 1-on-1 day, 5 and 6, down 0.7 units, losing some juice. We'll get back into it. Let's get a sweep. And before we get into those bets, let's start out with the good hitter matchups. All right, we got 4 of them for you today, and it starts out with a couple Atlanta Braves sluggers. The guy who saved their season and the series so far, Austin Riley, 21 for 54, 5 doubles, and 5 home runs versus Aaron Nola. A very good matchup, very familiar with him. And then Ronald Acuna, the NL MVP, he's going to be 16 for 49, 5 doubles, and 4 home runs off of Nola. And then we got a couple in the Braves and D-backs game with Ketel Marte, 4 for 13, 2 doubles versus Lance Lynn and Freddie Freeman. Very small sample size, but 4 for 6 with 2 doubles and a home run against Brandon Pfaadt. So fat, whatever you want to pronounce that word to be like. But those are the good hitter matchups. Now it's time for the pitcher report. Okay, here's the breakdown of the 3 matchups today, October 11th. We got Jose Urquidy, it looks like. Be sure to check that before you put in any bets, but it looks like it's Urquidy on the mound for the Astros. I don't anticipate him going super deep into this game at all. It may just be a guy who throws 3-4 innings if he's pitching well. Low K rate, high walk rate. Not a great pitcher, to be honest with you. Expected ERA 4.36, which is around average. Not too bad, but he's nothing special. Joe Ryan for the Twins, finally making his first playoff start for the Twins. We've been waiting for it. 4.51 ERA, 4.19 expected ERA. Obviously a good K rate and a very low walk rate, so he's just got to control this Astros lineup that can, if they're on, it is tough to control, that's for sure. But definitely advantage to the Twins on that starting pitcher matchup. But then, you know what? I thought there was a match advantage for the Twins yesterday, and you saw how that ended. Bryce Elder, it looks like is the starter for the Braves. I would definitely check to make sure because there's some books that don't have any pitcher listed. But it looks like it's Elder versus Nola. Nola has the advantage, as you guys all know, with a 25.5% K rate. Does pitch a little better at home as well. 5.7% walk rate, all that. Both give up about the same amount of hits, but that's a decent matchup. They faced each other quite a bit, so that should be a fun game and a fun end to that series, whether it goes 4 games, 5 games, whatever it is. That last game was freaking awesome to watch, that's for sure. And then the last one, holy cow, the Dodgers are down 2-0, but the D-backs have the worst pitcher in the playoffs back on the mound. He struggled in round 1 against the Brewers. They still won because they're hitting. But Brandon Fat, he's a rookie. He's not great yet. He may have a good future, but he's giving up over 10 hits per 9 innings, almost a 5.5 expected ERA, average K rate. I mean, he's just a guy who has been hit already before, and we will talk about this game later. But Lance Lynn for the Dodgers, he's going to have a short leash, guys. They have an 0-2 deficit right now. So we'll see how long he lasts. He's pitched a little bit better for the Dodgers than when he was on the White Sox, but still not the best of pitchers, as you can see by his numbers. So that's the pitcher report. And now let's talk some best bets. All right, bet number one takes us out to the desert. We got the D-backs hosting the Dodgers. Dodgers money line minus 148, D-backs money line plus 124 with an over-under of 9.5 runs. Can't believe I'm saying this, but the D-backs are one win away from punching their ticket to the National League Championship Series. Pretty exciting team, pretty cool story with this young team. But you know what? I'm not picking a side here, but I am going with the team total, and it's going to be in the first 5 innings. I know I'm counting on the Dodgers again, but here we go. Dodgers team total over 2.5 runs in the first 5 innings at minus 125 on DraftKings. It's Brandon Fat, guys. He just has not been very good. He's taken the mound, the rookie for the D-backs, like we already talked about. He faced the Dodgers twice. They were both back in August, so not that long ago. In one game, he threw 4.2 innings, gave up 6 hits and 4 earned runs. In the other one, he only threw 4 innings, gave up 8 hits and 5 earned runs. That's right. This Dodgers team has hit him for 9 earned runs in 8.2 innings. I think they get 4 or 5. I think they have a chance to get 4 or 5 in this one. If Brandon Fat struggles a lot and they get down big, they may just leave him in the game for a little bit and not waste bullpen because they do have a 2-0 series lead. But this Dodgers team back against the wall doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win or dominate, but they are due for some hitting, and what better way than to hit against Brandon Fat? Fat also giving up 31% hard contact, and this is the crazy thing to me. He's giving up 33.6% ground ball rate. That's awful, guys. Absolutely awful to only have 33% of your hits be on the ground. That is in the 6th percentile of starting pitchers. So, as you can imagine, with his ERA and how many hits he gives up he gives up over 2 home runs per 9 innings. So, that's not a good sign because you're facing the Dodgers offense and they have some good power hitters. They have the 4th best WRC plus and 3rd best ISO power. So you're facing one of the biggest power teams, and you're a pitcher who gives up a lot of line drive, foul balls, fly balls, and all that kind of stuff. And you already saw it. It's a bad matchup for him. He's given up 9 earned runs already to them in 2 starts. I think this Dodgers offense, you got JD Martinez, you got Will Smith, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, power hitters up and down this lineup. I think it's a good matchup for him. I expect them to get to him yet again, and all we need is 3 runs after 5 innings. So give me the Dodgers team total over 2.5 in the first 5 innings as bet number one. And now let's move on to that hitter parlay. All right, let's go back to these hitter parlays. I got Corbin Carroll and Trey Turner, 1+ hit each at minus 120 on FanDuel. Let's start out with Mr. Corbin Carroll. Holy crap, this guy's on fire, guys. What a stud as a rookie, too. 7 for 14 now in the playoffs so far. I should have been betting his hit prop every single day. He now has 1+ hit in 15 of his last 18 games, and he faces Lance Lynn, who's given up 9.3 hits per 9 innings, so he's very hittable. I doubt Lynn goes too far, but I think he gets a hit in his first couple of bats, to be honest with you. And then we got Trey Turner. Trey Turner, guys. He's the man, too. 6 for 16 in the playoffs so far. 8-game hitting streak, and he gets to face Bryce Elder. 8.2 hits per 9 innings. He has now allowed 36 hits in his last 31.1 innings. These are 2 pitchers that are very hittable, which you don't always get in the playoffs. Sometimes you just get absolute ace studs, all those kind of guys. But that's not the case here. Lance Lynn is not going to be that guy, and Bryce Elder is also not that guy. Two decent pitchers, but I expect these two to stay hot and get a hit, and I like the odds at minus 120. So give me Corbin Carroll, give me Trey Turner, 1+ hit each. Now it's time for the third and final bet. All right, it's time for the 2-leg parlay. It's a little weird, but you know what? Let's get after it. Let's have some fun. So we got the Yurfie and the Dodgers and D-backs game, and Aaron Nola under 15.5 outs recorded. That's at plus 186 on DraftKings. Yes, it's a super weird combo. I get it. I'm having some fun, but I also really do like these 2 bets separately. And the Aaron Nola was just too juiced, so I wanted to add it to another one. This Yurfie and the Dodgers D-backs, you guys know the D-backs are unbelievable in the first inning right now. But I want to start with this crazy stat. There have been 10 games in the divisional series in AL and NL. The Yurfie is 8-2. That's right. There has been at least 1 run in the first inning in 8 of the 10 games in the divisional series. Now, the D-backs, In this series alone, they scored 3 and they scored 6 in the first innings. All 4 D-backs playoff games have had a run in the first inning, whether it's them or the opponent. And now we get Lance Lynn versus Brandon Fat. We've already talked about it. Maybe one of the worst starting pitcher matchups we've had this playoffs. Probably is the worst. And I get Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, Christian Walker, all these guys. Like, there's just weapons everywhere. There could be one solo home run per pretty much any of those 6 guys I just mentioned, or however many I just mentioned. So I love the Yurfie in this one. If you just want to take the Yurfie on its own, you can. The juice was about minus 135, 140. I'm going to put it as a part of the parlay. Let's talk about the next one. Aaron Nola under 15 and a half outs recorded. Now, that means he has to pitch 5 innings or less. He can go the full 5 innings, we still win. The Phillies and the Braves are both going to have pitchers on a very tight leash. If they get into any trouble, they are going to yank them. These bullpens are rested. They got arms everywhere. They're not going to let Aaron Nola, if he starts getting in trouble, they're not going to just keep him out there because every single pitch is humongous right now for these teams. Braves, very familiar with Nola, as you know. That's a tongue twister. Austin Riley and Ronald Acuna, as you just saw, they are combined 37 for 103 against them with a 359 batting average. I know that's only 2 hitters. This team has seen Aaron Nola quite a bit. And you know what? Nola's been decent against the Braves this year. I'm not even going to lie. It's not like he's dominated, but he hasn't been getting hit around a ton. But I just think with the short leash and this Braves offense that I think just woke up, you may have just woke up the beast at the end of that game number 2. I mean, that freaking Austin Riley home run and that comeback they had down 4-0 was impressive. We all know the Braves are the best offense in the major leagues, right up there, a little bit ahead of the Rangers all season long. I think they come to play, and I think Nola's going to get under 15 and a half, 15 and a half outs. He could pitch even decent and probably get yanked after 5 innings. So I like this one as my second leg to the parlay. So give me the Yurfie. Give me Nola under outs recorded for a nice juicy plus 186 to end our day. Let's check out that bets recap. All right, we start with the Dodgers team total over 2.5 in the first 5 innings at minus 125. And then the hitter parlay, Corbin Carroll, Trey Turner, 2 studs, 1 plus hit each at minus 120. And then we got the nice plus money winner. Okay, hopefully a winner. I'm just speaking it into existence. Yurfie, Dodgers D-backs, Nola under 15 and a half outs recorded. Let's get some winners, man. I am sick of splitting. We can't split 3 bets. I know that. Let's go 3-0. Speak it into existence. Let's do it. We deserve it. Bring out the brooms, baby. That's right. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. Remember, Wednesday night is the NFL Week 6 best bets, Thursday night football preview, all that kind of stuff. We're already gearing up for Week 6, so I'm excited about it. Fun time in sports, NBA right around the corner. Preview videos coming in the next week or so. So thanks again. Hit that like button. Appreciate all the support. We'll talk to you soon.